It sure looks neat to be able to teleport from one place to another, right? Well, this could also come in handy when the MCU heroes are concerned with the arrival of Nightcrawler, a character who's deeply connected to his religion and who's guided by it, that is, until he gets enraged while watching other people getting hurt. Which is why I'm here to give you a first look into the character and what his addition to the MCU could look like. Marvel's MCU is full of wonders, and the addition of the mutants will have no shortage in bringing in even more unique and interesting things to the table, especially now since the so-called multiverse saga has already picked up some pace, or will pick up some when the Phase 5 of the MCU starts with the upcoming Ant-Man Quantumania. Release is on the 17th of February 2023. After Black Panther Wakanda Forever, the third Ant-Man movie will be the next big thing, a movie that will mark the start of the infamous Phase 5 of the MCU, thus every mutant activity will follow after that during the multiverse saga, and even though I don't know what the details are, I'm pretty sure that outside of the main X-Men, we're gonna get several other mutants who have some pretty close ties to the X-Men, as well as the other big names of the mutant kind, for instance, Nightcrawler. A character that has not been explored nearly enough in the live action, despite him being an important character in Marvel Comics, yet another reason why I think Marvel will do us diligence of seeing Nightcrawler in the spotlight, plus he's Mystique's son, and seeing the influence of her in the Marvel Comics and possibly the MCU, with the character probably already set to arrive, I'll try to give you the basics of the character, and without further ado, let's dive right in. Kurt Wagner, aka Nightcrawler, is a demonic-looking mutant who possesses teleporting abilities. Pretty neat, right? As a child of the terrorist Mystique and the Neaphim leader Azazel, he was abandoned by both of his parents and was instead found and raised by the Romani witch that goes by the name of Margali Zardos. Despite his devilish appearances, he lived a very happy childhood together with his two other adoptive siblings, Jermaine and Stefan. And when the latter became a mass murderer in Winseldorf, Kurt unintentionally executed him. The entire squabble caught the attention of a mob who thought that he's a murderous demon, and they decided to hunt him down. On the run, he came face to face with Professor Charles Xavier, who saved him and invited him to join the superhero mutant team, which is also the time when he gets the name Nightcrawler. Quickly rising through the ranks and gaining the trust of many, he became one of the most respected and beloved members of the X-Men, mainly due to his charming attitude and kind soul, some of the rarest characteristics within the X-Men. Considering the X-Men as his family, he led the team on several occasions, with Nightcrawler eventually becoming part of the British-based mutant group Excalibur for years. Nightcrawler was also a member who made the ultimate sacrifice to ensure the survival of the first mutant born after M-Day, Hope Summers, and after quite a while, he managed to find his way back to the line of the living and to the X-Men. Nightcrawler was also one of the first to hit that like button, just like you should do if you haven't done so already. But no, on a more serious side of things, he was one of the first mutants to join Professor Xavier on the island nation of Krakoa after he got the request from the professor. He was even offered a position in the Quiet Council of Krakoa. Yes, he's that important to the X-Men. He also realized just how deeply the society was altered due to the migration, and being the religious soul he is, he shared all of his intentions to accounting for the issues within the emerging mutant culture to help make things run smoothly and lend his body and mind whenever the citizens of Krakoa needed him. As I mentioned before, the character has not been explored enough in the live-action movies from Fox, who only appeared in a few movies, already serving as a side character, with a prequel movie of his probably doing the most justice for the character, which saw his adventures within the circus under the care of Margali Zardos together with his adopted siblings. At one point, his love and affection towards Amanda are what makes him decide to escape from the circus, but he falls in the hands of Stryker, who tortures him and locks him in a cell to make him part of the Weapon X program, a facility where he gets beaten up over and over, but his belief in God is stronger than anything that comes before him, and it's the reason he makes it through. Mind controlled by Stryker, he teleports to the location of the soldier responsible for the revelation about Amanda, where he slashes his throat with a Bowie knife. And this is the last time we see Kurt in the movie, which left a lot of doors open for the future of the character. A future that's not rich with exciting stuff for Kurt, despite his abilities being one of the most interesting ones. Controlled to kill the president, he comes very close to it before he's shot down by one of the guards while holding a dagger to the president's throat, after which he teleports away and the dagger falls behind the president with the words "Mutant Freedom Now" written on it. After getting discovered by Professor Xavier Cerebro, Storm and Jean Grey attempt to recruit him and get him aboard the X-Jet and bring him to the mansion, who after joining the X-Men goes on several missions including the search for Stryker's base and the warning of the President and the upcoming war. X-Men Days of Future Past showcases that Nightcrawler's whereabouts are unknown despite having gone a separate way, and one thing leads to another which makes him appear fighting in a mutant fight club. Mystique takes Nightcrawler to Professor Xavier, where he joins the other young mutants, and after several years pass, he still remains at the mansion part of the new X-Men, events that take place during X-Men Apocalypse. Not wanting to participate in anything that would hurt people, Kurt stands on the sideline while Magneto and the X-Men engage in combat. However, after he sees a soldier get murdered, he smashes the subscribe button and rings the notification bell, but no, in reality he gets enraged and takes part in the fight. The Logan movie said that after Charles Xavier developed Alzheimer's, he killed several of the X-Men. Now I don't know if one of them was Nightcrawler, but whatever the case may be, I think that he will have the opportunity to see the character as part of the MCU at one point. Considering we don't know anything regarding an upcoming standalone project or a debut of some sort for the character, I'll try to pinpoint some of his characteristics that should get addressed if he eventually joins the MCU, ones that will bring a lot to the table. First things first, as I said before, being a son of Mystique, there's a chance that he could debut in the MCU together with her, and the duo probably operate together, with the two eventually joining the MCU's iteration of the X-Men. The eventful past of the character is yet another interesting origin story that could get explored at some point, together with the connections that could come along with it. The teleportation ability was also one of a kind for the MCU, as there are no other heroes that can teleport at will without using any device, which could be a unique thing for the character and a first of its kind of course, and last but not least, asserting his dominance. Nightcrawler has always been understated. It's quite possible that it falls down to the valuable assistance that he provides, as well as not being that straightforward when compared to his teammates. A deeper exploration of the character would go on a long way in making him more than just a weepy, soft-hearted individual, something the Fox movies did to him, with the MCU giving us an entirely different image of Nightcrawler, a character who's more than capable of having a personality of his own despite him being fiercely loyal and the values he holds within him. So you can see that there are more than just a few reasons why he should join the MCU, and make the wider MCU a better place not only for the mutants, but all other heroes as well. See you in the next video.